You have a probation violation hearing in Washington State. What to do? Well, my name is Fryrear, and I am the defender of justice.
Defender of justice. Defender of justice. Defender of justice.
And I'm here to tell you today what you need to do to get the best results in a review hearing in any type of criminal court in Washington State. So I'm the owner of the law offices of Fryrear. We're a 5-attorney criminal defense firm in Washington State, and we do a whole lot of review hearings. Of course, when I'm in court, I don't look like the defender of justice. I look like this. But I'm here to tell you the tips and tricks to get the best result on a review hearing. First of all, you need to know exactly why is the court mad at you? What is it that the court says you've done wrong? Or what is it that the court says that you failed to do? What are some common situations that can trigger a review hearing where they might put you in jail for violating probation? Well, the most common one is not being in compliance with treatment, with alcohol or drug treatment. Either you had a positive UA or you failed to go to treatment when you're supposed to, things like that. In those cases, you really need to be compliant in treatment by the time the review hearing actually happens. If you don't have an attorney, get an attorney. An attorney usually will get the review hearing continued at least one time, and that will give you a chance to get in compliance. And the secret to review hearings are the court really will take action typically based upon the status that your treatment is in at the time of the review. Many problems with treatment will be forgiven if at the time of the actual review hearing that you're now in compliance. And getting an attorney will usually let you get an extra bit of time, and the attorney can usually help you get back in compliance. So that's really important. What's the second type of violation that you actually have for a review hearing? Well, what if you got a new charge? Let's say you were on probation for a DUI and you got really upset and now you got a theft charge. So the court is saying, hey, that theft charge violated the DUI probation. We want you to come in and we're going to potentially put you in jail. So again, it's important to either have a private attorney or a public defender there, because what argument could be made? Well, theft is not directly related to DUI. One thing isn't related to the other. And we need to stress what's going on otherwise with the DUI, with the treatment. Maybe the theft isn't a conviction yet. Maybe you have an attorney who's going to get that theft charge dismissed. And so we can go into court with you and say, hey, there's no result yet in that case. If there's not one, try to get that other case dismissed. If there is a result in the theft case, we can argue it's not related. That's just an example. The worst case scenario is, let's say you have a DUI probation and you've got a new DUI, or a driving while suspended, or a no interlock charge. And those can trigger automatic 30 days in jail on the DUI probation. Still, it's not hopeless. Oftentimes your attorney can go in, show you're compliant in treatment, and try to argue for something like home detention, especially during times of COVID. And I'm filming this in October of 2020. During times of COVID, we have a better chance of getting the court to order alternatives so you can keep going to work and to treatment. And we want to show that you're compliant in treatment, because the court really doesn't want to take you out of treatment if they don't have to. Because again, the most important thing for the court is that the court wants it so we don't commit any more crimes. So those are a couple tips for review hearings. Again, number one, for a treatment violation, the key is what's your treatment status at the time the court actually makes the review decision. And for new crimes, is the crime related? Does the new crime trigger automatic jail time? And if it does, can we get some type of alternative? So again, if you have a problem and you have a review hearing coming up, please feel free to give my office a call. We've been handling review hearings for over 20 years. We'll do everything we can to advise you and to help. And again, we will always be there for you. Thank you.